Matthew Judon met with reporters for the first time yesterday as a member of the Atlanta Falcons. Here's what he had to say about his next contract.
Atlanta Falcons know nothing about me as a football player and as about me as a man or, that stuff. They really know my previous resume. And so I can't really demand or ask for anything that I haven't worked for. And that's where I've been my whole life. So I'm going to work for it, man. I got my GV hat on, man. I came from D2. So I'm going to work for it.
Well, they know he doesn't like mac and cheese, so they do know something about him because everybody knows he doesn't like mac and cheese. But this is, I think, a guy accepting his circumstance. That, look, he could have easily said, I don't want to be traded. He could have refused to show up for the physical. He's accepting the reality. And even though he's only making $6.5 million this year, he's made a lot more under his current contract. And it's easy to process and just get yourself into the right headspace where this is what I have to do. Yeah. And I have to prove myself to them, even though they're getting a bargain at $6.5 million because they didn't have to pay the other stuff that he got. But as someone explained to me last week, one of the reasons they gave up a third-round pick is because they only have to pay him $6.5 million.
Yeah, right. The price goes up because of that. And I think, with a guy like Matthew Judon, his mindset, I think, is always correct. It's go to work, do all that, right? But at the same time, $6.5 million playing for the Patriots, $6.5 million playing for the Falcons with potential and where that could go, right? I think that's an easier pill to swallow for a guy like him at this point of his career. He's going, wait, I'm making $6.5 million. We're not going to be very good. We're rebuilding here. They might play a rookie quarterback at some point. What the hell? It's going to be hard for me to even show how good I'm going to be. Are we going to have leads in the game to where I can actually rush the passer and get some sacks and get the stats to get the money I want? Right now he's in a spot where, hey, we're good. We're going to be competitive. It's Atlanta, right? That I think the fan base there is kind of juiced up for what they got there as a football team. We know there's no team in the NFC South where you just go, oh, they're definitely going to win it. They could get in the playoffs, and all those things could set him up for getting the money that he wants to get and which he should get to a degree, no doubt.
Reports have emerged in the days since the trade happened that the Patriots were talking to the Falcons and the Bears, and both offered a third-round pick. And as the story goes, and who the hell knows what's true and what's not true, but as the story goes, Judon was allowed to pick his destination. Would you have picked the Falcons over the Bears?
Ooh, man. I don't think I would have. I like Atlanta a lot. I love Chicago. So I'm a little to that way. And, I don't know, the Bears are a little more prestigious. And they got, I think, something, young and working there with Caleb Williams and a core that's kind of special. So that's a tough one. The teams are very close. I guess when you're 32 years old and it's, Kirk Cousins a quarterback and you're thinking that, maybe you're thinking, wait, they're a little bit more ready to win right now as compared to a rookie. I don't know. But, yeah, I guess I prefer Chicago a little more over Atlanta.
Chicago's got Montez Sweat.
I know.
Makes my life a little easier.
Right.
And if the offense is what we think it could be, you're going to have some leads. You're going to be pinning the ears back and chasing quarterbacks and maybe getting more sacks and setting yourself up for a better contract next year. Maybe he sees the potential in Atlanta for a long-term deal more than in Chicago because they already have Sweat. But for if it's all about having the best possible year this year, maybe
I know.
Chicago by a hair. Yeah. Sorry, Atlanta.
Tough one.
Why do you hate Atlanta?
I know. Yeah,
question.
right.
Why do you hate Atlanta?
It's just a tough one.
Okay, you have a chance to win $1 million in the NBC sweepstakes on Yahoo Fantasy. Just download the redesigned Yahoo Fantasy app or go to NBCSports.com/fantasymillion for additional details. What are you waiting for?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.